One. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. This is Stuff You Should Care About with Jared. Today I'm joined by my good friend and future roommate, Zach Bakewell.
How's it going?
And as you can see, we're going to be doing our F1 predictions for the 2024-2025 F1 season.
Yeah?
What you think, Zach?
I don't know, I'm excited. Bahrain is tomorrow, qualifying.
Yeah.
It's at like 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
Free practice went kind of crazy today.
I guess 10. Yeah, I mean, Hamilton P1 and FP2, Russell P2 and FP2, but then Daniel Ricciardo P1 and FP1.
Yeah.
Max, I think, was P5 in both, or P4.
He was complaining that his car, I think he got out of his car and he said, everything is shit! The whole car setup is shit! Well, you know, it's because if he doesn't go first place, the car's shit to him.
Yeah, I mean, he complained, I think it was the transmission. He said it was jumpy whenever he downshifted and upshifted, so, but they can easily fix that, so he probably will win by a lap tomorrow.
That's your prediction for Bahrain?
Yeah.
Well, my predictions for Bahrain, I have Lewis Hamilton in 1, Max Verstappen in 2, George Russell in 3. Well, the Mercedes was fast.
They were fast, but that was also, Red Bull was probably still running high fuel load.
Okay.
Ferrari is probably running high fuel load.
Right.
Lewis's fastest time was still 0.5 seconds slower than Carlos Sainz's fastest time in testing. He put up like a 1:29.6.
So you're saying because the other cars aren't on race spec yet?
Yeah, I don't think everyone's ready. We'll see it tomorrow. I guess they do long runs tomorrow, but
In qualifying.
I think everyone's going to show qualifying.
Yeah,
so.
we'll see race spec tomorrow. So this is our F1 predictions. We wanted to do this before the season started, and I know we're kind of like technically a day behind because
it's
we
kind
already
of
had free
cheating that we
practice.
saw testing and
Yeah.
FP1.
But these are our F1 predictions. This PowerPoint was put together by Zach, and so these are his specifically, and I'm just going to throw mine in there because this episode is about my special guest today, guys.
Yeah, I am me.
So Zach is the me. Okay.
You got to click left.
I have it right here.
Oh.
Boom.
All right, so in 10th place, I got Haas. I don't need to explain anything.
For the Constructors Championship?
Yep.
Oh,
What did you do?
Oh, I unplugged my mic, my mouse, and we don't have any mouse anymore, guys.
No mice.
So, in 10th place, you've got Haas. Oh, wow, I
Yeah.
love the animations, by the way.
You know, had to do something, show off my accounting skills.
Oh, wow, very
You know how to use
fancy.
PowerPoint.
Very,
It's
very
on my
fancy.
resume.
So you got 10th place for Haas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree to that. I'll put them at 10th place. I made a bet with my dad last season that Haas was going to go like first through third on a race. $5 bet.
No.
Well, they performed really well in the intermediate and the.
They ate their tires last year. They said they fixed it, but they also have a new team principal.
Yeah, because homeboy left. Hell, I'd lose too. Did they get
was
last?
sacked.
He got sacked.
Yeah, they didn't tell him. He found out, I think, through Twitter or like an hour before the news broke.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That definitely hurts. Okay.
He's got a pundit role, actually. He's going to be on broadcast.
Really?
Yeah, Gunther Steiner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he always made pretty good race analysis and stuff like that, but maybe just not the best race direction.
No, he worked at Red Bull when they first started.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the
okay.
technical officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Technical director.
under Christian Horner.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't know who they replace him with.
I don't know. Honestly.
And that is why Haas is
14
10th
years ago.
place.
All right,
All
and then
right.
9th, I got Sauber,
Go ahead.
which stake F1 team kick Sauber.
So when they go to Sweden, are they going to be
Sweden.
the Sauber?
How Sweden?
What was the? Where are they going this year? That said that they or
Everywhere. They're not allowed to be called stake in their home country, Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay,
Yeah.
that's who it is.
They don't have a gambling license there, so they can't promote stake.
So are they gonna, like, what are they gonna show on TV? Does the car just not get shown on TV in certain countries?
No,
or-
it'll say kick. On the countries that it's illegal, it's going to say kick. And then, like Saudi Arabia, if they broadcast when it has stake on it, they're still going to show it. They're not going to censor out F1 for all their...
Okay.
Yeah.
But are they gonna have to do a different livery in those certain countries
Yeah, it'll just be kick.
instead
Kick's
of
just a
stake?
streaming website, so
Right.
yeah, there's no problems with that.
Interesting. That's gonna cost a lot. But I mean, I guess teams do.
They're sponsoring them twice in their name. It's stake and kick are the same thing.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's the same company.
Okay, so it's the same parent company.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, so it's still the same promotion level. It doesn't really matter
Yeah.
who gets the promotion.
There's gonna be special races where they do only kick stuff.
Mm.
And they're gonna invite like streamers out for some reason. Drake's gonna be there probably.
Oh god.
In like Miami.
Drake in F1. I don't know how I feel about that. I love him too. It's one of my favorite artists, but I don't know how I feel about Drake in F1.
Yeah, but they're gonna suck for the next 2 years before Audi takes over. They're just trying to stay afloat, in my opinion.
You think they're just sacking the car and just trying to put as much money into
Yeah,
promotion?
because it's new regulations in 2026. There's going to be active aero and no MGUK.
What's the MGUK?
It's the... I forget.
You want to look it up?
No.
We're moving
It's
on.
not important.
Eighth,
No one cares.
eighth in the Constructors Championship for Zach. I can agree
No,
to this
ninth.
one as well. Well, we're moving on to eighth, but I can agree to
yes.
ninth place for Stake as well. If anything, I might even put Stake at 10th and Haas at ninth,
No,
just because
Haas
Haas
has no
has
speed.
experienced drivers.
What do you mean? Valtteri Bottas and Guan Yu Zhou are still... They placed... I think they were ninth last year.
Yeah, Guan Yu Zhou isn't bad. But I still love... I would love to see Kevin Magnussen at least go top 3. I love him. Kevin Magnussen
Dude.
is just... He's like the dad of F1 to me.
They were like 2 seconds slower than the slowest people in testing.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Actually, let's move the... Oop.
Oh, my God.
That's so embarrassing.
Oh,
Let's move
no.
that to this side. Hope that doesn't look too bad for you guys.
We did not think about that.
Going on to 8th place in the Constructors Championship. I'm surprised by this one, actually.
You are?
Yeah, I'm surprised
I think
by
it
this
makes
one.
sense.
Well, you're a little bit of a fanboy for these guys right here,
Yeah,
so...
Williams had a
Explain
good year
yourself.
last year, but I think they're so far behind everyone like in technology.
Okay.
They have terrible facilities compared to like Mercedes.
Right.
James Vole says it felt like they were going 10 years back when he moved from Mercedes to Williams.
Okay.
I think last year was a wonder year. They just had such a weird car that was so fast in straight lines that they just somehow got good at a couple races.
And only in a couple races, then in other
Yeah.
races where they were high downforce, they
Mhm.
just they sucked.
They didn't have their car ready until a day before testing.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so I think they're just behind. He says that they did like a car that they couldn't produce in their factory, like it was too technologically advanced.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't think he nailed it this year.
So do you think that they're sacking till 2026 as well?
No, they're trying their best.
They're trying their
trying their best.
Okay, so Williams is trying their absolute best. Man, I'm going to switch Williams and this next team because I have so much faith in Alex Albon. I love him so
Yeah,
much.
but he's got Logan Sargent.
Yeah, go
It's
America.
one driver and like a third.
A third, a half a driver. You don't even give him a whole half, Logan Sargent.
He's gonna score like a tenth of Alex Albon's points.
I don't want to
So in theory.
spoil, but Zach's predictions for Logan Sargent in later on is
They're pretty good, considering he was 20th last year out of 21. 22.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many races did he DNF? He DNF'd in Austin when we went, right, or no?
I don't think so.
Or did he go?
No,
last
he got
place in
points
Austin?
in that race. He was the first American to score points since it was like 96.
Right.
Yeah.
What races am I? Oh, I wish we had more stats up.
Qatar, he pulled out of the race because it was too hot.
Yes.
I don't blame him for that.
yes,
I
he
don't blame
looked,
him for
but
that.
he looked fucked up when he got out that car in Qatar. Like he was.
Yeah. That's fine.
Nah, I like Logan Sargent. I think they handled pretty well this season, but I think Alex Albon is easily a top 10 driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to... I'll spoil my prediction for later. He's going to Mercedes. I think he's going to Mercedes. Alex Albon.
When Lewis leaves?
Yeah, in 2025. I think that's it. I think it's Albon
Right.
to Mercedes. Yeah.
Albon and Russell?
I think Russell will vouch for him like he did for the Williams seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, move over this way a little bit.
Sorry, I was leaning.
No, you're fine. Also move this more this way.
That's good.
Yeah, that's solid. I could see that. I could definitely see that, especially because they're really trying to pin Russell as the new face of Mercedes. Like if you look at their Instagram and stuff like that, like it is heavy.
He is the future
Heavy
face of
George
Mercedes
Russell.
because there is no other future face of Mercedes right now.
He's a bad future face of Mercedes.
Yeah,
if you ask
he
me,
looks-
he's not lovable. He's ugly. He's so ugly. George Russell, bro. You are fucking ugly. I hope you see this. You're not my guy. I'm hopping teams. I'm throwing away all my Mercedes stuff when Lewis leaves.
Going straight to Ferrari.
Straight to Ferrari, man. I'm rocking that old Fernando Alonso Ferrari hat. Like, I'm bringing out my merch, bro. They're gonna make it was a great money move. Next team up, 7th place in Constructors Championship, Alpine. I'm gonna switch Alpine and Williams, yeah. Just because I think that Alex Albon is such a phenomenal driver. He's like top 5, possibly even top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Top 5, possibly.
No, top 10, possibly top 8. Yeah.
Yeah. I think people have said that Alpine's the second slowest car in testing, and they're probably going to really show it in Bahrain. They're going to come like P16, P17 or something, unless there's some technical issues with some other teams. But I think they're going to have a good upgrade package in, probably like Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a couple races, and they'll be back to like, scoring points every other race.
You know, Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly have some... They can,
They're
like...
going to clash.
If they don't take each other out, okay, they can have a really good race weekend because they're not bad drivers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Pierre has a win. Esteban Ocon has a win.
Yeah.
They're the only, out of, 10 teams, it's only three teams have wins for both their drivers, and it's Alpine, Mercedes, no, I guess it's 4, Ferrari and Red Bull.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but those are the top 3 teams, so they're the only team that's outside of the top 3.
Yeah, so they're like the most experienced driver off lineups. 4.
If they don't take each other out,
they will. They will.
They always do. Let's see.
That was interesting.
Going into Zach's 6th place team with the new livery, we are rocking
Visa Cash App RB Racing Formula 1 team.
Oh, that's a fucking mouthful. So first off, let's say, what do you think about the new branding, and then let's take your prediction. What do you think about that?
I don't really care about the sponsors. They need money. That's fine.
Right.
It's a cool looking car. I wish there was more green because Cash App is the title sponsor.
USA.
Where's green come in?
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, it's super small.
I see on the front, and then they have Cash App. That could have been green on the side pod right above it.
Or even like a Cash App up here on the halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
that's
that.
Orlen. Orlen's a sponsor. They're also red.
Right. Is Orlen a Red Bull sponsor also?
Mm-mm.
No.
They were a Robert Kubica sponsor before he left Alfa
Okay.
Romeo. So.
Because I feel like I've seen that before somewhere in F1.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo.
Okay, for sure. So they're coming back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the big old Honda on the back, powered by Honda Red Bull.
Yeah, they got Yuki Tsunoda as driver. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say about that. I think they're going to do fine. I think Daniel's getting tossed up to the main Red Bull team, and then Liam Lawson's going to come in halfway through the season. Not even halfway.
You think they're sacking Checo?
I give it a third of the season.
And
it's like 4 races in, he's going to crash out twice.
Checo?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, Daniel was already P1 and FP1, which doesn't really mean much, but...
In the baby car, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, that's like... pulling your cock out and just slamming it on the table like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Danny win a Checo. Man, I can definitely agree to this prediction. If Daniel Ricciardo leaves, because I don't think that Yuki Tsunoda is a very good driver. I think that he's too passionate, he's too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I think if there's Liam Lawson and Danny and Yuki Tsunoda, then they maybe drop to 7th, and I'd even take Williams and put them right here. But I think with Daniel Ricciardo, in theory, if Daniel Ricciardo stays the whole season, I think 6th place is a very good prediction for them.
They could go 5th.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm just going to spoil my next one.
Go ahead.
It's going to be Aston Martin. I think
Alonso.
I think Alonso's good. Lance Stroll, not so much.
They got to get Lance Stroll out of there.
I don't think they have the best car. I think they're going to do good at the beginning of the season again.
Okay.
But they have interesting upgrade packages. They don't really do it that often. Or they messed up their upgrade packages last year, then ended up reverting back to their old floor halfway through the season or near the end. So I think they're going to have bad upgrades. They're going to start strong at the beginning. Like, Fernando's going to have a couple good races, maybe like 5th.
I'd be hard pressed to say he'll pull out a third place.
Yeah, he might get 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't see him going any higher than third though.
Yeah.
Not in this car. Yeah, I agree with this prediction. If anything, I would. Once again, I agree with you. I maybe even swap them and then bring Williams up to 5th and have Williams 5, Red Bull Visa 6, and have them 7, followed by Alpine. Just because they at the end of the season, it just kind of seemed like they really sacked the car.
Yeah.
They just stopped putting money into it, stopped doing upgrade packages, like you said. And did they change around the bodywork on this car? It looks a little bit different from last year.
Yeah, they went more. You can see the inlet for the side pods. It's more of the Red Bull from last year, which Red Bull moved away from that.
Right.
So.
Hey, but the color, the green color on this car is still beautiful. If you
it's
guys
darker, yeah.
Oh, it's darker now.
Yeah, it's slightly darker.
Ooh,
There's also less of it.
Oh. That's sad. Look, we saw this car last year in Austin. I think it was at least my favorite car from the whole weekend. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even with like the American liveries and stuff like that, like this car, just the color green pops. It looks beautiful.
Oh, this side profile just looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They lost a couple sponsors though. I noticed that they lost.
It looks kind of bare, yeah.
Yeah, they lost JCB. That one's what I always noticed that they had.
Well, yeah, when you have Lance Stroll crashing into a wall 3 and 4 weeks in a row, I think that you're going to drop a sponsor or two.
Yeah, I mean, they've got... I think everyone lost sponsors, though. Red Bull lost sponsors.
Oh, okay.
Ferrari lost sponsors. Mercedes lost a bunch of sponsors.
I mean, the Visa Red Bull car looks like it's full of sponsors.
Yeah, because they took a couple... I think Visa or Cash App was a sponsor of Red Bull, and then they moved over to RB.
It was Cash App. I'm pretty sure it was Cash App, yeah.
That's what I think.
But it was small, though. It was pretty
Visa
small,
was
like on that one.
I think Visa moved over completely.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe they dropped Red Bull. We'll see on the Red Bull car in a second.
But you got Boss of Hugo Boss on this car, and then on RB, you got Hugo. You got both sides, different teams.
So same company, though?
Yeah.
That's a lot of exposure right there.
Same parent company, because I think they're split up.
All right, going into Zach's 4th place. Now, this is where we're going to get kind of dicey. I agree with this one, but the top 3...
You're just a Mercedes fanboy.
Well, I'm watch it, tongue. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fanboy.
Right.
Let's see.
Where's your Mercedes hat?
For number 4. Oh, should I be wearing it?
No.
Oh man, I feel
You're
like
about to ditch him in a year.
I should have been like all dripped out, like my Lewis shirt.
We can cut to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut to
drip down Mercedes merch.
You want to cut to that real fast?
No. We can do it once we get to your top 1 prediction.
Okay, for sure. So 4th place in Constructors Championship. None other than the boys in McLaren.
McLaren's going to suck this week, though.
Okay.
They have been historically bad at Bahrain. And Lando doesn't feel like the car is the fastest. And people have said they look nervous, too.
Lando is such a driver. Mm-hmm. Going off of that, he's such a driver who drives off of emotion and how he feels. And
he's a frat boy.
Yeah, if he doesn't feel about it, if he doesn't feel good about it, he's even more than Danny Ricciardo. Like Danny will be like, "Oh, I don't feel good about this race," and he can still bolster himself up. But Lando just completely gets into his head, and he's like, "We've never been good at Bahrain, so I'm not going to drive good this weekend." And he just kind of pigeonholes his own race.
The car looks good though.
Yeah,
I like the stripe.
Me too.
I wish they used the Monaco livery from last year. I think that one looked pretty good.
What did that one look like?
It was white too. It was orange, black, and white.
Monaco livery, McLaren, F1. Oh, this one?
That's an IndyCar. No, that's their. No, that's it. Never mind.
This one?
No, it's the left one. Move it over. Yeah. What's that? It's pretty much last year, but without white.
Right, yeah.
They'll probably do it again.
They made the white black, and then they made the black orange. Mm-hmm. Man, that car right there looks good. Honestly, this one right here looks so much better than this one. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good, but there's a lot of black on it. Like that whole like middle piece that's black just kind of throws it off for me.
Yeah.
And I've never liked the
Google
rims.
I think this angle looks bad too.
Yeah, probably not the best one for it. It's probably better top down. When I saw it first, it was top down, and from top down, it looks pretty good. Not gonna lie, the orange and black conflicts real well. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be good at the end of the season, but they can't beat the big three.
No, I completely agree with this prediction right here. like I said, Lando Norris is such a driver who drives with emotion. So some weekends he's going to do great. I mean, he's top 3 easily. Oscar Piastri, I mean, greatest rookie last year. He did phenomenal to be able to contest with Max Verstappen some races and push him. So I give them top 4 also. I think Oscar and Lando both have a chance to go first place in a race.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
They'll have
Especially in a
chances.
sprint race.
Everyone thinks Lando's going to get his first win. I think Oscar will get it first. I honestly do.
I can see that. I'm down with that just because Lando gets in his head too much.
Yeah, Lando doesn't have the best history of leading races.
No, yeah, he tears those tires apart.
That was the Russia one where he just didn't pit for intermediates.
Fucking Lando Norris.
Yeah. Like I said, he's emotional.
Ooh, controversial pick here, Zach. 3rd place. You're going to have to explain yourself on this one.
I don't think I do.
What do we think, guys?
I think Mercedes has an interesting looking car. They got a good looking front wing. It's radical, barely within regulations.
Really?
Yeah. The FIA said, well, they produced it with us, but like under our supervision. But they might ban it going next year.
But they were really bending the rules there.
Yeah. I mean, I think the car looks good. It's probably fast. They did lead these. They both led the FP2 session, but I don't know. Ferrari's fast. They already had a faster time in testing.
Yeah.
And Red Bull's Red Bull.
We said and it wasn't race spec. Well, no, Max Verstappen is Max Verstappen.
Yeah. Sergio Perez is gone. So I don't give him much time.
We'll get to that. And we'll get to that. Oh man, I honestly I don't put them first place. I put them second place over Ferrari, just because Lewis Hamilton's the GOAT. He's the greatest driver in F1 history ever. We'll see once he goes to Ferrari and he gets his 8th world championship and he becomes the undisputed greatest F1 driver ever.
2026 will be the year.
2026 is that year. What do I think about this car specifically? I absolutely hate the livery. I think it looks terrible. I don't know what designer was the person who decided to do this silver and black with this blue stripe right here.
It looks fine. They're going to move back to going to silver next year. Full silver.
Full silver?
Yeah, I like the Zero Pod silver.
I love.
I'm gonna admit it.
I think we said this to each other. We liked when they were called the Silver Arrow.
Yeah.
It was
that's
just,
history.
It's such a fun name.
Goes back to the 50s. It's history.
Yeah, let's get back to that. I mean, they might call this the Silver Arrow because the front of the car is silver and it's kind of an arrow.
Yeah.
But it's not the true Silver Arrow. It's somewhere in between. I wish that they would have just gone all black or all silver. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lewis will do good. Maybe not win a race, but he'll do good. And then second, it's just Ferrari. We know
we don't have too many left.
We know Red Bull is going to win. Yeah, I think Ferrari's good. They're fast. Leclerc is a good driver. Sainz has something to prove this year. He needs a seat for next year. He's going to try to get the Mercedes or the Red Bull.
I have not seen this car yet. It looks great.
Looks like McDonald's.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see that with the white stripes.
Le Mans winning hypercar last year. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I like it, because it kind of looks like classic, like a classic race car with the stripes. Yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah, I put them third. I'd put Mercedes in second, just because I think that Lewis is a strong enough driver to carry that team, and
Ferrari strategy sucks.
Yeah, and Carlos Sainz and Charles, they just kind of get out there and decide what they're gonna do on a race day, and their strategists are like, "You guys need to pit." Carlos is like, "No, I am good, good to go." I think if they can bring in better strategy in Ferrari, then they can consistently contest Red Bull for the second and third spot on the podium. Yeah.
I think especially the first couple races with Perez probably not performing the best. And then Red Bull. We don't got to talk about this.
Screw Red Bull.
It's Red Bull.
It's Max Verstappen.
It's Red Bull. Look at that.
The car looks great. I can't lie.
It's the same. Although that's not the updated car.
No.
The updated one looks like it's on steroids. It's got big traps. It's got big shoulders. Ooh, port. Just look at the RB20.
This one right here?
No. Look up RB20.
Which one are we looking for? This one?
Okay, none of these are recent.
Oh, you're looking for the one from Bahrain.
Yeah.
Right.
Testing. No, that is it. See the big shoulders at the back near the wing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My boy is
Just full on traps going up.
puffed out, man. Yeah.
They have an interesting cooling solution. They said in a couple of races they're gonna get new side pods or updated them. And I
Okay.
think they're gonna get rid of the inlet on the side pods.
Completely.
It'll still be the side pods, the shoulders, but there'll be no inlet on it. It's just gonna serve the purpose of funneling air down. Yeah. Because they have over Max's shoulders, they have 2 inlets that go straight to the engine. Then they also have in the middle of the shoulders and the intake at the top.
Right.
They have 2 little pieces missing for cooling. Yeah, they're funneling air through the shoulders behind Max.
In order to help cool the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Less drag.
But then if it's all just for, could they create more downforce if they get rid of those?
No, I think they're getting rid of drag mostly.
Mm.
Because they're going to keep the side pods because that produces downforce. That's really funneling air down and then up towards the wing.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Interesting.
They might have gotten it wrong. Well, who knows?
So that's your prediction. They're going to get rid of the inlets.
Yeah.
Inlets for the active cooling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see if their engine catches on fire. I'd love that. I want Max Verstappen to get out, but drivers champs.
Championship. I got Kevin Magnussen in last.
Wow.
Now there's 21 because I think Sergio Perez gets sacked. I don't think I think every driver is going to score a point. I think Kevin Magnussen will have 1 or maybe 2 because I think the Haas sucks that much.
But he's so lovable.
He is, but he didn't really show that much pace last year.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, he gets kind of frustrated when he gets stuck in the pack.
Yeah, he's not a good qualifier recently.
No, he didn't qualify well. Or how did he do in practice? Pretty shit.
They were last.
Ah.
There's nothing to go off of.
Oh,
And
I can't make that bet again. Definitely lose my money this year.
yeah, I got Logan Sargent scoring like 2, maybe 3 points.
Okay.
I think he'll have a couple good races. Maybe he'll just be outside of points. I think he's getting disqualified from 1 race this year because of fuel.
Logan?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to have proper fuel?
Yeah, he's going to run out of fuel. Because they have to take fuel samples. What are you looking at?
The
Yeah,
driver's
they have to
champ
take-
from last year.
Logan was 20th. It's the picture to the right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's top 10 drivers and top 10 constructors.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think he gets 2 or 3 points in his qualification.
Okay. Logan Sargent.
Yeah.
By technical regulation, you're hating on him.
Yeah. I'm American, but it's...
Man, poor Logan Sargent. He just has so much... He needs so much more development than
There's too much
somebody like
pressure.
Oscar Piastri.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just came in the game so
And he almost
late.
beat Oscar Piastri in F3 in 2020.
But the F1 car is just so much faster. There's just so much going on.
Yeah,
So
I
much
think
more
he has
going
too
on.
much pressure. I
Yeah.
don't think the Williams is that good.
And race weekend is just a lot for him. We've seen
Yeah.
historically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like wiped out at the end. I mean, I agree to all of this until we get to Alexander Albon. Dude, I think he's top 10. He's
I think
easily
he's winning
top
the
10.
Constructors. I got him at 14th.
14th is practical.
Kind of rapid fire for everyone else. Guan Yu Zhou, I think he's decent. The car sucks. He's going to score a couple points. Nico Hülkenberg, he's going to qualify really well, but
He usually does,
yeah, he's a really good qualifier.
especially in intermediate conditions.
Yeah, he's going to try to get the Mercedes seat, but he's a little too old. Yeah, and that's about it. He's just going to qualify a good couple races like Monaco. Just get stuck in a train. He's going to maybe get like a P8, but the car sucks so much that he won't score any other points or something. Then Valtteri Bottas, again, Sauber sucks.
Yeah.
Pierre, Alpine sucks. I think he's a good driver, but he didn't perform that well last year.
Let's swap these two.
Swap Liam Lawson
And
Ocon.
Esteban Ocon, yeah. These two are going to take each other out, and they're going to be racing
Yeah.
for 15th and 16th.
Yeah. I think Liam Lawson gets like 17 races in this year out of
Okay.
24. I don't think
You
the
are-
RB is that great, but he's still... I think this is technically his rookie season, so...
You are hard stuck on Checo getting
Yeah.
booted out.
Yeah, he was almost booted out last year.
Yeah. They'd have to
They
pay
brought-
out his contract.
They brought Danny Ricciardo in just for that reason.
To start getting him ready.
Yeah. They're gonna pit Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo against each other, and whoever wins halfway through the season gets the Red Bull seat.
It's not gonna be Yuki.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
It's not.
He's not cool-headed enough not to be the number one car in the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't bring enough money either.
Mm-hmm.
I think Daniel Ricciardo, in terms of advertising.
Yuki has Honda.
Right.
He has Honda, but Honda's leaving in 2026 from Red Bull.
So the
And
longevity
he's going
of
to
that
Aston
move.
Martin. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Albon 14th. I think he's great, but the car still going to suck.
Yeah.
He's going to get maybe like 12 points, but I think everyone else can get more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe like 20. I don't know. I remember like 14th to 11th.
Not top 10?
No.
Dang.
There's
The car's just not good enough.
7 cars better than them.
I can be faithful.
6 cars.
I can be faithful. Lance Stroll over Alexander Albon is crazy.
I have them as the 5th fastest car. He can...
Yeah, but if he doesn't fucking crash week to week,
Yeah. Yeah.
where I see
He's kind of slow.
Yuki, Alexander, Esteban Pierre, Liam Lawson, Lance Stroll than the rest. I bumped Lance Stroll like all the way down. I think he's just such a shit driver, and especially once he gets in his head, if he's not winning, if he's not doing good, he's just like completely out of the race.
He's just daddy's money.
Yeah. Oh man, my dad's gonna be so mad. All right, guys. Top 10. Here we go. Sergio Perez in number 10.
He scores like 70 points, and that's good enough to get him 10th. Then he gets sacked.
What race are you predicting he's gonna get sacked by?
How many races are until... I think the race after Miami. He's kind of sucked at Miami. You gotta work on your typing.
I know, I can't type for crap.
Type racer. Yeah, so Saudi Arabia, Japan, China, U.S. So after Miami, or at Miami, 5 races in.
Where?
United States, 3rd to 5th May.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, I give him mid-May.
You don't think he makes it to Italy?
No. It's not an important enough race.
I think they sack him before Monaco. I think they'll sack him in between United States and Italy.
Imola.
Yeah, one of these. Imola, yeah. If he makes it till the summer break, then I think he'll stay the whole season. If not, then they'll sack him at the summer break.
If he makes it to the race after summer break, then he's staying for the whole season. If he makes it to summer break, I don't think he's staying. There's like a very slim chance.
It just depends on how he does. If he goes like second place,
Yeah.
a few times in a row, then
I mean, they're already paying his contract this year, so it doesn't matter when they sack him.
they already said that they were going to pay him out.
Well, they have to. That's his contract.
Right.
They have to buy him out.
Poor Checo. I mean, he just did terrible last season. He was just trying to just compete with Max Verstappen, and he just couldn't do his own race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His contract's a sunk cost at this point.
How much is his contract? Do you know?
It's like $4 million probably.
No,
It's not the greatest.
That's nothing crazy. Not for F1.
But that's $4 million.
But not for F1. That's nothing crazy for
I mean,
Red
Max
Bull.
makes 60. Lewis is going to make 100 a year at Ferrari.
Sheesh. Oscar Piastri. I put Oscar over Lando Norris just because Lando can just be so inconsistent. And even I dropped George Russell down to 7th, and I'd put Oscar Piastri in 5.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd even bump Daniel Ricciardo maybe up 1 and put him above Lando Norris in that ranking too.
It's Oscar's second year. He is a wonder kid, but it's Lando's like 5th. So he started in 2019. So
Yeah.
5th, 6th.
Lando's starting to be
He's gonna get a win.
a little bit too experienced to have all those bad race weekends like that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really have any last year.
Let's see. This is so much better.
There's a drop down. Oh no, that was last year. Okay.
Yeah, this is so much better. Lando in 6. Okay.
Yeah, so parallel to last year,
Yeah.
which makes sense because it was, I guess Alonso was 4th.
Piastri did great last year in 9th to say that it was his rookie season. I mean, I see your Stroll prediction now because the Aston Martin has the ability to be pretty fast.
Yeah, and it was really good at the beginning of the year, but he didn't do anything with it.
Let's just see. I just hope they don't sack that car because Alonso has just so much possibility.
Yeah.
And go ahead. What's up?
You go. I'm going to go to Carlos.
I might even say bump Alonso up 1 more. I don't know. What do you think about Carlos Sainz? Where do you think he goes after this season? Because they already
I
said
think
they're letting him go.
We'll
Do you think
get to
that maybe
later.
makes him check out?
I have more slides.
Okay, for sure.
I have more slides.
Third place goes to... Man, I just do not agree with this. I think that this next person is going to be the number one. Yeah, he's going to win the Drivers' Championship. No, he's going number 2. I think Lewis is going number 2.
Yeah, no, Lewis is... He was third last year. That was because Perez was up there. But I think Leclerc has such a fast car this year. I think Fred Vasseur is really making changes inside of Ferrari. So I think maybe the strategy is still going to suck. But I think their car is good enough. Leclerc was second in 2022. I don't see why he can't do it again with better strategy.
Right. I mean, he's a phenomenal driver. That gives off Zach's second place prediction.
Yeah. I don't think the first one was a spoiler.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I think we can just go straight.
With 21 wins. I saw this when I was looking at the thing. With 21 wins is crazy.
What was it? 20 last year? 21 last year?
And have you seen his
20 last
his
year?
TikTok clips and his Twitch
19.
clips and stuff like that of him on the simulator?
Oh, yeah.
In the off season? It's just kind of scary.
This dude just loves racing. He has a simulator set up in his plane. In his plane that he owns is his sim setup.
He lives, breathes, and eats racing.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I mean, I completely agree with this one. I'd put Max Verstappen, Lewis, and then Ferrari. Just because Ferrari can be so inconsistent on race day with strategy.
Yeah.
That if Lewis can just, keep on climbing and get himself up there. But I sure as hell do not see Checo in number 2. I mean, how close was it last year?
Not close.
Yeah, 285, 234. But no, between these two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was due to Lewis's disqualification in Austin. It would have been really close, and then he would have had, 15 points more than that, and Checo would have had 5 less.
Right.
So that closes it down to 20 points. No, it's 20 points less. So.
Poor Lewis.
So it would have been 20 points.
Him and Leclerc. Maybe that's why Leclerc. Because Leclerc went second in Austin, right? Or third? Third. Yeah, Leclerc would have been bumped up above Alonso. Would have been 4th place. Yeah. I see your predictions. I definitely see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now?
For the future.
The future of F1. Sauber, Carlos Sainz. I already covered that. Valtteri Bottas is going to stay. He's going to get a contract extension.
What do you think happens to... Oh, Guan Yu Zhou. Okay.
Yeah. He's got money. He's got that Chinese money. They're going to finally race in China this year. It's right. Home race, get more sponsors.
It brings in a lot of jersey sales and stuff like that. A lot of merch sales, yeah.
Logan's leaving Williams. And then Kimi Antonelli, he's Mercedes' star pupil. His first year in F2. He won F3 last year. F4.
Is that the dude that's their backup driver this year? No. Okay.
He's 17 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Toto recently said that they gave Lewis a smaller contract because they were going to use him as a placeholder for Kimi Antonelli. So Toto wants him in F1.
It sounds like Toto wants him.
He was willing to give up Lewis Hamilton for Kimi Antonelli.
Sounds like he wants... Where's he from?
Italy. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Brit going to Ferrari and the Italian going to Mercedes. Interesting.
The German-British company.
Haas, Nico Hulkenberger. What do you think happens to Kevin Magnussen? He gets sacked after this year?
Yeah, his contract's up. He's leaving.
Yeah, they're not going to.
He's not going to do good enough. Ole Behrman,
he's old.
He's already raced in FP2 sessions.
Okay.
FP1 or FP2 for Haas.
Another rookie?
So, yeah. I mean, they want a rookie for 2025, so he's decent in 2026. Although, that was Gunther Steiner that said he will never do rookies again because of the Nikita Mazepin, Mick Schumacher stuff.
Yep.
But now we have Ayao Komatsu.
Okay. The new dude.
Yeah, and then Alpine stays the same.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Unless they both take each other out and they sack them both.
It's going to be hell in France. They're also going to sell their team in 2 years.
Yeah. To who do you think?
Probably
Cadillac?
Andretti. Yeah.
Cadillac Andretti. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'd love to see them. More American. Visa Cash App. Liam Lawson, Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, you cover that one. I see that.
Yeah. Aston Martin's going to stay the same. Fernando's going to
Ferrari.
get a contract extension for 2 or 3 years.
You think they keep Stroll? You don't think that Papa Stroll sells the team?
His dad owns the team. He's not going to sell it yet.
No?
No.
You think he waits till 26 or?
He might in 2025, but
okay.
He'll have Lance Stroll racing for them at least.
Yeah, as long as his dad's
until
racing.
he sells it, yeah. And I think he's not going to sell it this year.
Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri. I mean, Oscar just needs so many more years to be a top 1-2 driver.
They're
but
also
I think
locked
that he
down.
has the chance.
They're locked down until like 2026, both of them.
Oh, really?
I think
With
Lando's on like
contracts?
2027 contract.
Jeez.
Or end of 2025.
He's just so popular. Even if he doesn't do
Yeah.
well in a race weekend, people will love him. Just his personality's so great.
Yeah. Lewis has a 2+1 with Ferrari, so he's going to race 2025, 2026, then decide what he wants to do in 2027.
Hey, if he wins that driver's championship, he's
staying.
retiring.
No, he's staying.
You think so?
He's going to go for 9. He's
And
got
be
Nico Rosberg where you end on a high.
undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for 9. Why not? You got a good car one year. Do the next.
Yeah, go double
Yeah,
down.
unless Charles is like barely going to beat him.
I don't think that. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen at Ferrari, who they're going to have as their number 1 driver, whether it's going to be Lewis or Charles. I really think that's going to be Lewis, but I think for some of those races, they're going to choose Charles depending on how he does in qualifying.
Yeah.
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 Just because they're both such good drivers. It's not like a Checo and Verstappen situation where Verstappen is just obviously better than him. Because Charles shows that he can win races, and especially if they're making the car nice for Lewis, they're gonna have a good package on his as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your last predictions?
Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, we covered this. And then
Yeah.
Mercedes, Alex Albon, George Russell.
So
Covered that one
that's
too.
why you have 2 new drivers. So what happens to
Kevin Magnussen and Logan Sargent. They're
for Williams? What happened? Oh, you think that Sargent gets sacked?
yeah. If he gets 20th again, this is his
Right.
This is his year to prove that he can stay in F1.
Okay, and if he stays in F1, what do you think? Or you don't think he stays in F1?
Then Guan Yu Zhou might be out,
Hmm.
or he's going to Haas. It's Guan Yu Zhou's staying in. I think
Yeah.
he's got enough Chinese money. I don't think he brought in like a metric fuck ton of money, but he brought in a lot of money. A decent amount.
And well, we didn't have a race in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
A race in China could be huge for him.
Mm-hmm. If he gets to
Whoa.
the points,
Is that your last slide?
he's got Xi Jinping on his back. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're gonna.
If he gets like 9th, Xi Jinping is like, I'm buying you a team.
Do you think there's gonna be a Chinese F1 team,
Yeah.
like a Chinese national
Yeah.
F1 team?
I mean, there was gonna be.
It's gonna be a red and yellow car
There was
with stars on
rumors
it.
of an Asian team coming in, Panthera, but they never. I don't think they got the money for it.
No, they didn't confirm down.
No.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see more diversity in the
Yeah,
sport.
more
No matter
teams.
who it is.
Mhm.
I'd love to also see us go back to Russia, but I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have.
No, we're not talking about this.
Seen-
This
seen
is
that,
F1.
like,
This is not politics.
Yeah, this is F1. This is not politics. I don't know. I didn't even promise Zach that I wouldn't bring up politics. I promised myself, but I would love to see us go back to Russia if all that crap over there ends.
I'm sneaking out.
Well, guys, this has been me and Zach's F1 predictions. I wonder how long this pod is. I think
It was like 45 minutes.
this was at 20 when we started. Yeah, about 40, 45 minutes.
Check the recording after.
Yeah, it went a little bit longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. As always, these podcasts are for my friends, family, brother. I don't have any sisters. I guess it's for Zach's sister.
Your friends are your sisters.
Yeah.
You've got girlfriends.
Yeah, for my friends that are girls.
Lady friends.
My uncle, my dad. Dad, if you're watching this one, text me. Let me know what you think. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We're going to wrap it up right here. Comment down below what you guys think your F1 predictions are. If you think that we're fucking crazy for any of these, we'd love to know the controversies, the controversy. And as always, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell so you always are notified when I put out my next podcast. This has been Stuff You Should Care About with Jared. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Anytime. See you halfway through the year.
See you guys.